Rick Story, obviously a big fight with Cowboy this weekend. Talk about that fight and how you expect it to play out.
I mean, in my head, I just see it being a war. Um, I don't think it's going to be as easy as he's claiming it's going to be. But, I'm sure there's going to be fireworks. I mean, for sure, what's going to happen is we're both going to step in there and we're both going to throw. And you see, make sure that whatever he throws doesn't land as much as what I throw lands, and make sure I'm not a highlight reel.
Yeah, you guys have been fighting such a long time. I mean, talk about fighting somebody like him and obviously a huge card like this.
Yeah, I mean, his style poses threats to everyone, just like the same that my style poses threats to everyone, and it's just a conflict, a matchup, and you know, um, hopefully it ends up being all it's like chalked up to be, super entertaining, and um, I know I'm gonna go out and give it my all, and I'm sure he's gonna go out and give it his all, and whoever's better is gonna prevail.
Talk about your training at Black Zillions. You've kind of been moving around a little bit, right, and finding different places to get work in, but how does it feel being out there?
Yeah, it's badass. I mean, the room's like chock full of talent, like high level talent, and whether the person's training for a fight or whether the person's just there to train, they have a lot of like people that you can learn from, not only the coaches. So everyone's welcoming, and it was pretty awesome. It was an eye-opening experience.
You're not living there though, right? So how do you kind of do your
No.
board and whatnot?
I paid for traveling down there and staying down there. So it's like I live in Washington State, down in Vancouver, Washington, and then I just travel for the camp. Not counting out the possibility of possibly moving down there. But at the same time, it's just you need some time. You need some time to really make some decisions and make that kind of commitment.
Nice. Talk about what Olympic sport you would play. You would be in non-martial arts, so not wrestling, and no boxing. But what other Olympic event would you maybe be competing in?
It would probably be handball. I watched the highlights on that, and that looked really fun because in wrestling, it's like our warm up, we'd play Powerball, and it was pretty similar. So it looked similar to what we do, and it was the funnest game I played.
Nice. I saw they had like a rugby in there too. I think you'd probably be pretty good in that too, maybe.
Yeah, but the motivation to go in and take hits, is kind of fading.
Yeah.
So, definitely not delivering the hits. I love delivering the hits, but sacrifice my body, just kind of getting on the lower to-do list things.
Definitely.
Yeah.
And how do you see the main event playing out? Diaz and McGregor too.
I think Diaz is going to win again by submission.
Nice. And Condit and Maya, an interesting fight in your weight division coming up also. Thoughts on that one?
Yeah, I got asked that one earlier, and I just think Damon Maya's been so dominant, and nobody's been able to stop him at his game in the welterweight division besides Rory, and I just think he's going to find a way to get the fight in his realm and just make it happen.
Nice. All right.